Wake up! It's time for school. Time to get dressed and sit at your desk to stress and test with the rest to see who's the best. A 16-year quest. Allow me to digress. What is school for? Now please, I understand how lucky I am to live in a country where there's freedom to receive an education. And believe me, I pledge allegiance. But what is it for? When a report card is more a measure of obedience than intelligence. A way of keeping score to ensure that the doorway of opportunity is wide open so long as you keep your hand raised and mouth shut. Preparing students for a world that looks completely different by the time they leave, pushing them to achieve rather than intrigue, and we believe that this is the path to success. What are we teaching them? That the ACT, SAT is a measure of who you'll be and all we see is just a number. But the problem with that is with a standardized test, all you teach a student to be is just that. Standard, average, unremarkable. Is this really the goal? To create a globalization of standardization? A simplification of individualization? Please, will someone bring a revolution to this institution? An execution of this illusion that in-state or out-of-state, the only goal is to graduate and on that date feel great because you've won, because in reality, you haven't even begun. For most, 4 years of university thinking amounts to nothing more than a piece of paper and plastic cups, clinking, binge drinking with a sinking feeling that a job is probably not on the horizon. The only sure bet we get is a lap full of debt and a head full of facts we're soon to forget. Forget psychology, you majored in loan payments with a minor in red Solo cup. Remember French history? No. You majored in frat parties with a minor in no real-world experience. Now, I'm not saying that school or college is a bad thing, but what is it for? Is it about making the grade? Or is it about learning to make a difference? Is it about keeping quiet? Or is it about finding your voice? Is it about being gifted? Or is it about discovering your gifts? Is it about learning to walk in a single file line? Or is it about forging your own path? The dictionary defines education as the process of receiving systematic instruction. I hate that, because regardless of how you might treat them, children are not numbers. You can't set them into a simple system that consistently sets everyone to be the same, in a setting set forth by industrialists 100 years ago teaching factory workers to be tame. So call it something different. We need a new name or definition. The second definition of education is an enlightening experience. I like that. Friends, it is essential that we get intentional to make school more experiential. Let teachers be more influential than referential, because only then will both they and their students reach their full potential. They deserve more because they're what school's for. Friends, let's fight to make school more bright, removing trite regulations and political spite, and please, let the teacher be there for more than simply telling you if you're right. Let's bring in the light. And if the last 3 or 4 minutes invited a change in your sight on this issue, then this slight rhyme might have been worth the time it took to write. Hey school, it's time for a change. Wake up! It's time for school to go to school. Hey Silver Dollars and University Scholars, I hope you all enjoyed watching that brand new spoken word. Before you go, I wanted to take 1 minute to talk about the sponsor of this video. Now, before I start, I want you all to know, I've been making YouTube videos for over 3 years now, and this is the first sponsored video I've ever done. I've had plenty of opportunities to do sponsored videos in the past, but it just never seemed right. I was trying to be patient for the right timing to come along,
as well as something that I really believe in. And I think you'll find with this sponsor that both of those are true. The sponsor of this video is LUMERIT Scholar Unbound. This is an incredible program for anyone, whether you're in college or whether you want to be in college. What LUMERIT Scholar Unbound allows you to do, it allows you to choose the college you want to go to, and you can receive the same degree by taking the same classes, but you can take them anywhere in the world. And you can do this for less than $4,000 a year. As I said before, I choose these sponsors very, very carefully, and I believe in what LUMERIT Scholar Unbound is doing. If you believe in the message of this spoken word and you want to take more control of your education, you want to check them out, I promise you. If you want to find out more about them, you can go to getunbound.org/Jon. That's John with no H, like it's supposed to be. When you get to the page, they'll ask you to fill a few things out, and then they will send you a personalized consultation email letting you know how much they could potentially save you on your college education. If you want to take more control of your education, if you don't want to be stuck in debt for the next 10 or 20 years, please check out LUMERIT. It's in the link down below. I am honored to be partnering with them. That's all I have for you today. I hope you'll share this video with someone who might need it or who might think it's interesting. I love you all. Keep being awesome.